And it's like so vintage, and I don't know, it's kind of like jewelry appropriate, if you know what I mean. Yeah. All right, here is the tennis bracelet. It is the graduated. Erin and I presented this before, and it is very special. It is not like a regular tennis bracelet, because just like we have graduated through life, there's a little bit of graduated. Do you see how there is a little bit larger pieces in the middle, and then it just kind of graduates a little bit like smaller on the end? All right, that's the one. All right, rhodium plated or 14 karat yellow gold plated sterling silver. There's about 3.6 carats, I believe, all the way to 4.5 carats. Small is 6.5, average 7, and large 7.75. Those are your two choices. Clearance sale price, and look at that brilliance and shine. If you have been thinking about getting a tennis bracelet, this might be the one. All right, Erin Mosley. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. And this is one of our favorite pieces because it's such a classic, right?
It is. It's such a great bracelet. You know, we love the idea of a tennis bracelet because we rely on it day after day, year after year. But to be able to elevate it, there's subtle differences to this one that makes it unlike anything else in your jewelry box. And it's definitely that slight graduation in the center that will really catch your eye in a subtle way. Every stone here looks like perfection. It looks like a fine diamond, but of course it's cubic zirconia and it's Diamonique, which is found exclusively here at QVC. The best lookalike you can find to a diamond.
It is so, so special. For those few people that haven't heard of Diamonique, what makes it so special and why it's so beloved? And I always say like more when it comes to Diamonique, right? I mean, look at that clearance sale price.
Exactly. And that's why you can have more because of the affordability factor. Yes, it looks like a diamond, but it's affordable because it's a cubic zirconia. We mimic the look, though, of the finest diamonds. So your Diamonique stones will look flawless, as in no flaws or inclusions inside or outside of the stones. Colorless, there's no yellow in the body color of any of the stones. And then we cut them like diamonds. So they have that real, genuine, authentic looking sparkle. And that's why they are a true lookalike to a diamond.
All right, we're starting to get a little bit more limited in the yellow choice, which we call yellow, but it is 14 karat yellow gold plated sterling silver. How many was there, Brian? In the fewer than 150 in the yellow. And Erin, you know how much I love the yellow gold. I mean, it's so classic. But then if you come over here in the silver choice, Erin, will you explain what rhodium plated is? And some people love this because it's nice and clean, right?
Right. So it's kind of a tonal look, the white of the stones and the white of the metal. And white rhodium, it comes from the platinum family. It is one precious metal layered on top of another. We're at sterling silver at the core. So it really will eliminate a lot of tarnishing that sometimes happens with sterling silver, and it gives you that high-end finish. You also have that great security in the clasp when it comes to your Diamonique tennis bracelet. So it's a hidden box clasp and 2 figure-8 safety catches, meaning it's not going anywhere until you're ready to take it off.
I can. Marianne's like, could you show them the clasp? Because I think I did this last time too. Erin, I was so impressed with even the clasp. I love the brilliance of it. You know, you really see that beautiful sterling silver, the rhodium plated sterling silver, and look at how pretty it is in the yellow gold over here. Look at that. I mean, I almost think it's almost like a little charm or something right there on the edge, right?
Yeah, every little aspect of the bracelet is beautifully finished. If you see precious metal, it's highly polished. If you see the Diamonique stone, it's cut to perfection. And then speaking of the stones, rest assured that should anything happen to a Diamonique stone, there is a limited lifetime warranty. So that means the stones can be repaired or replaced if you notice a chip, a crack, a scratch, or even if a stone were to go missing. For as long as you own the piece, those Diamonique stones are protected for you.
And remember, Erin, I was telling you about a story of one of the hosts, you know, she had bought something and then she thought it was like, you know, had a warranty just like Diamonique, and boy, was she wrong. I mean, when we say that Diamonique is a limited lifetime warranty, there aren't that many companies or brands that actually do that. So when you lose a diamond or a Diamonique, yes, only Diamonique can you do the limited lifetime warranty, meaning you can wear this every day. You can live every day. You know what I mean? Like that's where your hands are. So everything is like touching it, it's moving around, and you don't have to worry about even losing a stone because limited lifetime warranty. If that stone falls out, you contact QVC and they're going to help you with that. And here, how pretty is that with the sand dollar? Do you see what a great tennis bracelet kind of layered look looks like?
That's a great idea. We want you to make this your own.
With Leah?
So style it differently, even daily. It can be, you know, a go-to just on its own or layered with your other favorites. Diamonique plays well with others. Let's put it that way.
All right, so Leah's Valencia Key sand dollar is coming up as well. I layered it together, but what makes this tennis bracelet different is that graduated. So you've got a little bit more bling, a little bit more shine, a little bit more substance, right? Right there in the center.
Yeah, and it's really subtle. There's one larger stone in the very middle of the bracelet, and they get progressively smaller until they stop at one side, and then the stones will continue in that size all the way along.
Okay. The yellow is the most popular, but it is also the most limited, and you do not want to wait on that yellow, especially when it's on a clearance sale price. Look at that original price. It's $138. And we are starting to get super limited on this 14 karat yellow gold plated sterling silver, all precious metal. And then there is the rhodium plated. These are also great gifts. You only have to know 3 sizes: small 6.5, average 7, and large 7.75. I am a average. Even though I have, like, you know, smaller wrists, I like it a little big, and you can't go wrong because there's a little bit of room for that, right, Erin?
Yeah, it's totally up to you. If you like your bracelets that sit closer to the wrist or a little bit of movement, that's just one way that you'll customize it.
Yeah.
But just know this is a really great everyday tennis bracelet. It has a great believable carat weight size. And then, of course, the lifetime guarantee on their stones means we trust to wear it every single day.
Thank you, Erin. She's
Thanks,
coming
Erin.
back.